Hey guys, JC6 here, back with you with PS Wright Justice for All. Let's continue with case number 4. I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty after all. As for why I opened the case even I don't know. It looks like this wasn't really a very important point. The wastefulness is such a familiar feeling that by now that's almost comforting. Anyway, just go ahead and start the cross-examination. Using any way to change the topic, I think I escaped from a weak man. Oh man, what a diss. Yeah, I had to look this up too. There's no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case. What do you mean? Well, if I tell you I was wearing gloves at the time? If now remember, I was sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves. I see, well, Mr. Wright seems his gloves wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. Why is that strange? Is something that will prove I was not wearing gloves at the time? I have your proof right here, the wine glass. The wine glass, you left your fingerprints very clearly on his wine glass. And if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself the glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Holy... She has two glasses? Order. It looks like you hit the nail on the head this time. What do you mean? I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here. But it's just an empty case. I wonder if it really was empty though. But the guitar, the bright red guitar was at the studio. Being strap all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar. You mean it was a bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right either. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves despite the fact that on the case. Now, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards the unrelated topic and lure us out into his misguided. No, Your Honor, please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was closed when the crime took place. I was wide open just followed the crime scene. I'm sure the guitar case has some relation to the murder. You're so sure that I'm sure you can somehow substantiate your outrageous claim, correct? Please enlighten us as to why the guitar case has anything at all to do with this murder. I suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. So you intend to push the theory that the case was not empty? Is that it, right? I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. To flake the head of it, you haven't proven jack yet. And then let's have it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder? this is a photograph. But it wasn't Forrest wasn't in that picture, Your Honor. In this picture, it doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is, it's like the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. What? Well, Mr. Wright, explain yourself, right? Are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? Well, at the same point would there be doing something like that? Then the same point would be to wear the costume, of course. And just put it on to hide her identity so she can make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer starting for a big scoop. And the end she managed to get the shot, correct? You mean this photo? Order. It's like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. But you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. I always thought Phoenix actually knew what he was doing, so I don't know. And so the real murderer was hiding such a costume? Wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt Ongar's. Or someone suspended being in the victim's room. Instead the guitar case of all places. And truth is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume inside the guitar case? I want to see what happens if it chooses a stone from Ongar. Why would someone do such a thing? Maybe the thief wants to interfere with the post-ceremony stage show. And so if he didn't have his costume, Mr. Ongar would be forced to go naked. Maybe you should be stricken to run about out for making mockery of this court. So my Ongar did not take his costume off after the award ceremony. He even testified that he took a nap while still wearing his costume. Isn't that correct? Mr. Ongar did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, in case you guys were wondering, I knew the answer already. I just wanted to see what would happen if you chose the other answer. In that case, the costume we are talking about was the spare one. What? Then are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gaywater Hotel? Because that's why I'm saying. I explained the costume that was inside the guitar case. It would mean that the victim himself had planned to bring his spirit to the ceremony. But why? The victim, Mr. Kurita, was a jamming ninja. Or secretly bring the Nickel Samurai spirit costume with him. What could be the reason to hide such a peculiar act? So that was what he intended. What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you been rambling all this time about your sense of inner monologue? No, please examine yourself. Why do you think the victim had this Nickel Samurai spare costume? Think carefully before you answer, and then answer with gusto. I believe in you. On the night of the murder, after the stage show, Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. Mr. Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference. I worry about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right? I'm usually on this, Edgeworth. What struck me as strange was that Mr. Ungor himself had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. How can that be? The way I say that can mean only one thing: this conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Correa himself. The victim? Spirit Nickel Samurai Costa was prepared for that very conference. Mr. Correa was going to hold the press conference as the Nickel Samurai. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai hold a conference, but why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet, however. What I'm sure right now is what he intended to reveal at the conference. Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confess, I'm worried she was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Correa posed as the Nickel Samurai is going to speak about Matt Ungard. So I guess that is what it would mean. But if that's the case, it's not a confession, that's public disclosure. Andrews, I can see why you are pros at what you do. Pardon me. It's just as you say, the press conference was set up by Juan. Sanchez, please offer us an explanation for this. I was the one he asked to help set it up. And the person prepared the second costume for him, that was also me. Juan had bet everything on the Jam Ninja this year. And we lost the Grand Prix. This is gonna make sure Mal is going down with him. That's what we thought anyway. It's gonna ruin him, huh? It looks like somehow Juan held in his hands a secret so powerful that destroy Mal's acting career had it been revealed. What? And do you know what the secret of Mr. Ungard is, Miss Andrews? That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is. I see. That's probably coming off quite suspicious to everyone. That's to be expected. I've been trying to protect Matt after all. Protect Mr. Ungard? And yet another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, John, I understand. Witness testimony. The moment I saw the crime scene, I knew I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. If he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder, my thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, in the knife. By Matt's marriage, I felt that I had to protect him. I finally seen her true self. She was more nervous than a scared rabbit. If there are no objections, I bet I could pass the verdict based on this testimony. Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale again. That just means I have to put my way to this entire logic upside down. We're supposed to present the button here. What the? Oh, dang. gonna have to save the game right here. But take care, everyone. I'll see you guys next time.